Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing video. And before we do that, I just wanted to apologize just a little bit for not going out and doing any new shooting lately. You see, back when I was on my vacation there in eastern Saskatchewan, I learned something about my car I didn't like. It's always been a little bit of an oil burner, but it's accelerating drastically now. I went, about 2,400 kilometers in the span of 6 days, and in that time, the car burned 3 liters of oil. I'm not kidding. That's one of the things about the Chrysler 3.5 from the early 2000s. They're known for bad valve seals, and mine has definitely got them. There's 24 of them in that engine, and they're just letting oil in like nobody's business. So why haven't I replaced the car yet? Well, I'm working on that. It's taking a little bit to get that done, but I am working on it, and soon enough I hope to have at least one video shot of the experience of buying a new vehicle. I'm still not sure if I want to put my vehicles on this channel very much, but I've just realized that it's probably a good way to get more content for the channel, so maybe we'll go ahead and do that. But for now, we've got to unbox these prints for my upcoming art sale, or art show. It's happening at the Grand Coteau Center in Shaunavon from November 16th to December 22nd. So if you want to see my photography in person, that's where to go, and what time to get there. So, what did I buy for this exhibition? Let's find out. I have not done any of this without you, so I'll be just as surprised as you will be to find out what's in this box. Now you're probably wondering which lab I use for my prints. Well, being a Zenfolio subscriber, I'm kind of locked down to what they use for labs. In the United States, there's MPIX, and I've been very happy with their results. Well, before they stopped wanting to ship to Canada. But up north here, we get Pikto. And their selection, I find, is a little bit limited as to what they offer. However, I've generally been very impressed with their quality. I've gotten all kinds of stuff from them, from canvases to giclée prints, and it's all been fantastic. So I have very high expectations for this batch. Let's see. Shall we check out this little box first? Yeah, let's do that. Just set the big box aside here, and we're going to see what we got. Now, a bunch of these I have not seen yet in person, so we're going to find out together. I recently bought a brand new image editing monitor, a Dell 4320, and I'm really kind of anxious and nervous to see how good the factory calibration is on that monitor out of the box, because I don't have monitor calibration stuff yet. So we're going to find out. I'm guessing these are the 16 by 24s. I'll just break the seal on the tape here, and let's see what we got. Yep, these are the big ones. Oh boy. And we've got some glare from the lights. Let me see if I can deal with that just momentarily. turn off the overhead one, and I'll boost the side ones as bright as they go. And I've got some shadows going down from this big box, so I'll put it on the floor. Okay, now we can maybe see what's going on. I am already incredibly impressed. There we go. That is outstanding, that shot on Kodak Metallic. That there is an abandoned United Church. I can't tell you exactly where it is because I'm protecting my locations, but it's very important to me to shoot these United Churches because my father's a minister of a United Church and I'm a secretary of a United Church. So, wow, I did not expect this to turn out this good. That's got to be in the show. It's got to be. If it's not got to be in the show, it's got to be on my wall. I'm telling you right now. Now, if I can just roll this up and we'll take a look at the next one. Ooh. I regret nothing about this shot. Even though it's a little blown out over here where the light is. That's what I just had to do to get the light in the windows here. Since you can't get into the church proper, you have to have the light out front real bright, so that's why it's blown out there. But yeah, that's pretty good. I think I nailed the lightning and all that. But maybe you disagree. I don't know, that's up to you. I love it. I gotta put this in the show. I've only got 4 frames this size, but hopefully I don't have to pick and choose too much because these are all great so far. This church has been closed for ages, so yeah, I'm glad I was able to get out there and do it justice this year. Because I'd been wanting to get there for ages. And now, more Kodak Metallic goodness. That's another new one from this year. I was big on grain elevators this year. And it meant a lot to me to be able to get this shot because it was very hard to get to this town from the other shooting location I was at that night. Because all the back roads were muddy. Really muddy. So, this one might be in the show. It might not be. I'll have to decide. And now we go over to Fuji Luster. Now you might recognize this location from my recent grain elevator video, or my recent video dedicated to just this location. What you might not recognize is the fact that this elevator still has the top on. This is because this was taken in 2020 when this comet showed up, Neowise. As far as I know, I'm the only guy who has this shot. So, yeah, it really meant a lot to me to get out there because I was up literally all night that night. The family farm is nearby to this place, so I just went every place I could think to go to get that comet on film. You know what, I'm kind of thinking that this should have been done in metallic as well. But it's nice as is, I think. Let me know in the comments. Okay, next one. This here is a vacation shot from when my car was burning all that oil. It was real important to me to get this lightning with this elevator because this was a high priority target for years and I could just never get out there. And this year I made it happen. And this storm was actually tornado warned at the time, which is crazy to me considering it was the last day of August and first night of September. Okay, we got one more. This was another high priority target, and I'm thrilled to have gotten there at sunset. Yeah, this one has to be in the show. It just has to be. It's again Fuji luster. But yeah, that's got to be there. I was really glad this guy was out there combining that day. It really makes the shot, I think, even more than just the elevator and the sunset and the canola. So I guess that's it for the big ones. Time to get out the next batch. Or rather, we'll put these away first so I can get out the next batch. Oh, these metallic shots. I just love these. The lab offers, I think, glossy paper as well, but I've just never gone for that because why get the glossy stuff when you can get metallic for not much more money? So 99% of the time it's either Fuji luster or metallic. And if it's not them, it's usually a canvas wrap or something like that. Pikto does offer canvas wraps, thankfully. Oh, I can't wait to see some of those framed. Especially that one. That one just pops. But we got to move on here because we got a lot of other prints to look at. Try and wrap these up so they're protected. I'll set them aside here. Now, what else have we got in this box? Well, there's an envelope full of somethings. And I do believe that's all. We're going to be doing envelope stuff now. So I'm going to set this here. And I'm going to zoom in. And I'll try to pay attention to where my shot is so you can see. This stuff is what I expect will sell at the show, because people rarely buy my big stuff, unfortunately. So, I've got a lot of prints in here. Okay, first we'll do this one. It's off camera just a bit here. Okay, I bought the right monitor. This was done on the new Dell. Good golly, that's good. That Dell U4320 is extremely expensive, but I can't imagine owning anything else now. I should have bought that from the get-go this year. Instead, I bought lenses and stuff. Okay, next we've got another one done on that monitor. Nobody has seen that shot yet. You guys are the first to see it. It's going to be in the show. It's an 8x12. Again, Fuji luster. Both of these are Fuji luster. And this is the same grain elevator as that lightning shot I showed you. And I got a couple of them here. one of these might be a gift for somebody. I haven't decided that yet. But yeah, I thought it was remarkable that day that I got lightning from a tornado-warned thunderstorm, and all I had to do was wait just a little bit and turn around and look the other direction, and there's the Milky Way. And we've even got a little bit of a iridium flare or meteor up there. I love that shot. Yet another one I kind of wish I'd done metallic. So I'll set these two aside for now. And I'll show you this one. This one is not available on the site. At least not yet. If there's interest, I'll put it up there, but this was just after it had rained. You can kind of see the little glistening on the truck from the rain. And sadly, this truck isn't there anymore. It's been hauled off for scrap. So you can't approach the owner to buy it anymore. I tried to convince him to at least give it a shot to sell these to somebody who might be willing to save it, but no good. Okay, next we have a sunset in the town of Admiral, Saskatchewan. That one turned out pretty good too. Now that I'm looking at it in person, I don't know. It's not very contrasty. But maybe that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. This was processed on the old monitor, so we can't blame the Dell for that one. Okay. We'll get into some more little ones here. These are the ones I'm hoping will sell. The idea was to bring one framed print of each of these next few images, and then have the rest available nearby so people who didn't want the frame could just buy one of these. So this was taken in the winter of 2017-2018. At that time, my father was sick with cancer, so I was the only one available to help him with those long trips. So what I did to sort of keep myself occupied, and he beat cancer, by the way, so that's awesome. But what I did to keep myself occupied was I just drove all over the place with the camera and just took as many shots as I could. And this night it was about minus 27 Celsius, so that was not a fun night for me or for my car. But the car somehow handled it and helped my dad beat cancer, so it's got that going for it. It might be an oil burner, but it's still got some significance to me. And I forget how many of these I ordered, but it's quite a few. Now this one is our good friend Comet Neowise again, at a secret location. This was another night where I drove around getting as many possible shots as I could of that comet before it was too late. And I think I got most of my comet shots within a week of each other, I do believe. Anyhow, I'm very pleased with them. Let's see if I can get the next set ready here. Now we'll go this way. This is again from my recent vacation. Again processed on the Dell. And it did a really good job. You've got the grain elevator there. Nice black and white landscape. There wasn't too much special about the conditions that day, so I just thought, let's just do black and white and see what it looks like. And there it is, and it looks good to me. So let's go on to the next one. And the next one is East End Grain Elevator with lightning. And I believe this one is metallic. Yes, that is Kodak metallic. I sold a big print of this, a 16 by 24, like the ones I showed you first, to a local establishment. And I thought it looked so phenomenal, I just had to have this on metallic only. So there it is on metallic only. Okay, what's the next one? The next one is another metallic. I can just tell you that right now. Oh, there's that shot. It's another one I have as a big print on metallic. And I'd show you the big print, but it's up on the wall right now, and I really don't want to get it down. So I believe these are all 6 by 8 size. And yep, that's it for this pile. We'll move on to the next pile after I reach across here. Now we've got the smallest prints of them all. These would be the 5 by 7s and 4 by 6s, I think. See if I can get them out of the envelope. Come on, guys, you can do this. There we go. All right. Okay, first the 4 by 6s. These are intended to be gifts, so these will not be at the sale. Some of the best Aurora I've ever had at that house, which is still my favorite house. Let me see if I can get you in a bit closer there. But yeah, I was hoping these would turn out nice, considering I wasn't happy with the white balance of the light on the house, but it works like this. It absolutely works. Okay, next up, you're going to see my favorite house again. And my favorite house again looks like that. That'll be Fuji Luster again. As you can see by the stars in the shot, that was well after dark. Almost full moon. I really love that shot. Just the clouds add so much atmosphere to this shot. You can't beat it. Well, maybe I can beat it, but so far I haven't yet. Okay, next up. Hope you're not tired of seeing elevators, because I got smaller versions of that shot with the comet. These are the ones I'm hoping will sell at the sale. But I got the big 16 by 24 just in case. So I'll put this one aside. Next one, we've got another comet shot coming. There you go. This is a local church. I don't think I'll give away the location because I would kind of like to protect it, but there you go. You got the comet up there, church right there. And I got it lit up on the inside with a red LED flashlight that I color shifted. That's why it's orange like that. This was before I had my fancy new color changing app control lights. So I just had to make do with whatever I had. And what I had was a couple of big bright red flashlights, and one of them got used for that. Next up, we've got an elevator. Looks like this was done on Fuji Luster, but I should have done it metallic, because that seems to do best with lightning shots. If it will just cooperate with me here. I repeat, if it will cooperate with me here. Okay. There you go, Orkney, Saskatchewan. Now this I remember most for just sitting there and zoning out and just holding the camera shutter open for an eternity. There was a brief break in the rain, which I got to shoot, and fortunately for me, the clouds parted enough, the rain stopped for long enough, that I was able to do this with an almost 2.5 minute long shutter, or exposure. So I had a lot of little white specks to edit out of this because the Sony sensor in my D800 is kind of known for those little white spots. And Lightroom can't compensate for that very well, so I had to go pixel peeping and just edit every single hot pixel and white spot out of this. That was not fun, but the result, I think, is worth it. But yeah, that should be metallic. I should have really done that metallic. It would have looked so much better. However, the next one is metallic. And it's my favorite house again. Oh boy, was I lucky on that. Wait a minute. No, this is Fuji Glossy. This is not metallic. Okay, maybe I should order more glossy stuff, because that looks really spectacular. But yeah, that was a very dangerous day. I was out there all exposed in the middle of nowhere. I had my D5100 only at the time. That's what got this shot. I was sort of crouched down in the grass down here somewhere. And I was just taking shot after shot after shot, just kind of machine gunning the shutter. And one of them got that gigantic lightning bolt. And I think that's the only time that day that I actually got a lightning bolt. It's the middle of the day. It's really hard to get lightning in the middle of the day, but I'm sure you can agree that when you do it, it's really awesome. Anyhow, I guess we'll end it on that one. I don't think I've got any more in this box. Let me check. Yep, that's the lot of them. So if you'd like to see these in person, remember, Grand Coteau Center in Shaunavon, November 16th to December 22nd. Be there, be square, be a rectangle, be a rhombus. It's all up to you. Hope to see you there. Take care.